Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of my 7 Pillars of Mental Performance in 365 Days. I am your host, Jay Hollingshed. In fact, Coach Jay Hollingshed, your personal high performance mindset coach and public speaker. This is consecutive episode number 327 of 365. Today is Friday. You know how we do it on Friday. Friday is day 6 of the week. So we discuss pillar number 6, which is stress management or managing stress, however you want to say it. We got to manage that thing, okay? And today is, before we get into that, I want to acknowledge everybody that's tuning in right now. My guy, Dale Brown, my high school classmate. What's up, PFA in the house? I appreciate you for watching, Dale. We got my wife, Lisa. What's up, babe? I appreciate you watching as well. My big brother, AJ, boom, boom, boom. I love you, man. I appreciate you. So, and everybody that's tuning in on repeat, thank you so much. I truly appreciate you. My what's up, cousin Michelle, living life well. What's up, Shell? I appreciate you for tuning in all the way from Memphis, Tennessee. I appreciate you. So let's go ahead and get right into it. We're talking about stress management or managing stress. Now, what I'm going to do is compare managing stress to managing any other situation that we instantaneously manage. Check this out. Now, if you are on your cell phone, let's say you're making a call, you're on your cell phone, and the signal goes out, how does that affect you? If you're on your cell phone and the signal goes out, how does that affect you? Now, also, if you're on your cell phone and the signal goes out, where does that take your thoughts? Let's go back and answer those questions. How does it affect you when your signal goes out on your cell phone? You're uncomfortable and you don't like it, okay? Second question, where does that take your thoughts? It takes your thoughts towards taking action. If it's uncomfortable and you don't like it, you take action. You take action towards doing something about the way you feel, okay? Now, third question, why do you think it happens? Well, it happens to inform you that you need to make an adjustment. If your signal is going out, you need to adjust it some kind of way. Adjust where you are, the positioning you have, check your cell phone signal strength. It's telling you that you need to make an adjustment. That's why it's happening. It's telling you to make the adjustment, make the movements, whatever you got to do to get it right. Now, next question, what can you do or what do you do about it? Well, you move from one spot to the next, or you look at your phone, you'll frown up at it, you'll get mad, you look up at the sky like you're looking up at some cell phone tower, you get frustrated. And so you start walking around, you're looking around for a spot, looking around, seeing if you're under any trees, any antennas or whatever, or wiring. You do all of that to try to make the adjustment. So that is what you do about it. Now, what, from this experience, what have you learned from your cell phone going out and you go through all those changes and you finally get to a spot to where you get your signal back? What does that, what experience, what you learn from that experience? What's your takeaway? What is the learning experience from that? Well, you learn that you have to take note of your dead spots, take note of where you are, take note and reposition yourself. How did you reposition yourself? What did you do to reposition yourself? Where were you? And when you were standing in that spot in the first time, how did that make you feel? Okay, you got the message, you had to make the adjustment. How did you feel after the adjustment? So all of that is the learning experience from simply making the adjustment when your cell phone goes out. Simple as that. Now, you also, when you check your signal for signal strengths and you compare your current location to the dead spot location, the whole nine, all of that is locked in your memory. So the next time your cell phone goes out, what are you going to do? Go through everything you just went through, but you're going to go through it mentally and go ahead and implement that first. And then you go ahead and take the actions. Why do you go through it mentally first? Because you have the experience now. You have that wisdom. You have that understanding from what you just went through. Now, let's take it another direction. If you are going through your personal development journey and you get stressed out, what do you do? Like your cell phone. If you get stressed out, how does that make you feel? Like your cell phone's signal going out, you're uncomfortable and you don't like it. Okay, if you're on your personal development journey, how does that affect you? Okay, well, of course you don't like it, and it makes you take action. That's what it does. You get stressed out, it makes you take action. Now, where does this stressing out, you getting stressed out, where does that take your thoughts? It takes your thoughts toward making adjustments, making movements, just like you did when your cell phone was going out. You had to make the necessary adjustments. You had to make the movements in order to get a better signal. Find out where you are. Don't stand where you are. Go to another spot, look at your phone, make the adjustments on your phone, however you had to do that. Next question, what can you or what did you do about it? Everything I just mentioned. You are looking at your phone, you're making the adjustments, and I'm not looking at your phone. Here we are talking about your personal development journey. So in your personal development journey, what do? You consider where you are, how that makes you feel emotionally, what you are doing about that emotionally. How is that, what adjustments can you make to have that emotional difference in your life or in your personal development journey? So after you go through that experience, you have to look at it and say, what was the lesson I learned from this? Just like the cell phone going out. What was the lesson learned when you get stressed out? Okay, and what was the takeaways? Here we go. Let me read them off to you. The takeaways. You make note of where you were emotionally and mentally when you started getting stressed out. What condition were you in? Where were you? Where were you mentally? Where were your thoughts? Where was your mind at? Not only that, you go towards, after you reposition yourself, how did that make you feel? How did you feel after that? You compare the two feelings, the before and after. You compare the two places of adjustment. Where were you here and where are you now? Compare those two for adjustments. Now, next question. What will you do differently moving forward? You will use the same principles that apply from your cell phone. You actually look at where you were and you take that wisdom, you take that experience, you take that knowledge, your newfound experience that you have gained and everything you gathered from that. You mentally go through that. And before you make your next move, that's your checklist. You check all that off and make sure all that's in check before you make another move. Why? Because you literally just raised the bar. You just raised your mental bar up a little higher. And here's the thing, your stressors, they push you, okay? Your stressors push you to act. Most people don't move from the position that they're in because they're comfortable. And they don't move from that position until they become uncomfortable. Just like you didn't move from the position of when you were on your cell phone, a signal went out, that was uncomfortable. You moved to another position, okay? Stress does you the same way. When you get stressed out, you move to a different position. You make the adjustment. Same thing. And the stress motivates you to move. We don't move unless we hurt. Most of us don't move unless we go through some pain. Because if we're sitting comfortable, why move? That's the logic that we have. But if you are on a personal development journey, you push yourself to go even further. So if you are sitting there and you're uncomfortable, you are getting stressed out, then you move, okay? Same thing. Stress is nothing but energy. Stress is energy with a message. And when that message, you must interpret it correctly, because if you misinterpret the message, then you misuse the energy that message brings. You misuse the stress. You misuse the energy of the stress. You can take that energy and use it. If you misuse it, it'll lead to pain, regression, physical injuries, anything like that. But if you use it properly, you can use it to propel yourself to your next level. So keep that in mind as you go towards your personal development journey. Keep that in mind. That's all that I have for today in episode 327. Be well, stay blessed, and through love, be a blessing, and stay unstressed. God bless.